Hi, everybody. If you go to YouTube, those of you on Instagram, on YouTube, you will have much better sound and video. Good evening. Good evening. Welcome to the daily live stream. Sorry, I am struggling with the pedal here. It's fine now. Thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in tonight. My daily live stream for the time being. Still not sure how long this is going to take, but as long as we are in lockdown, at least here in the Netherlands, I'll be there for you, playing every night, sharing music, sharing all the knowledge I have, which I don't think is much, but at least I have something, hopefully. And on Mondays is the music class, the piano class. So maybe I'll do more, but for the time being, it's going to be on the Mondays. I had one yesterday. I filmed the piano from above, and I got a lot of great questions and a lot of great response. I'm very happy with that. And again, I would really, really appreciate if you are on Facebook and watching this live, please share, or afterwards, simply share it. Video part, you simply share in order for other people to see this, because I'm getting more and more following for this, and it's highly appreciated. And yeah, it's nice to reach a big audience. So if you would be willing to share, I would be very grateful. And of course, I also have a YouTube channel where you can subscribe to and hit the bell icon. I post a lot of videos there. There's a lot of collaborations with world music, vlogs, travel stories, you name it. So my YouTube channel is really a lot going on there, actually. So yeah, let me check the chats. So I started with something totally improvised again. So what I do, I have this cork here. I'm going to explain a little bit more about this setup. This was a request, and yeah, this little, not very new machine, but it's like one of the older corks, analog keyboards. It has this so many great arpeggiators, beautiful pads and all of that. So every night I try to experiment with a different sound and combine it with the wrong, whatever I do. But it's all improvised. So I don't really. The first song is not prepared. I just sit down and play, see whatever happens. For me, this is a good way to open up when I play music, when I play concerts, rather than something fixed. Sometimes you have to, of course, especially when you're in a situation with other people and a repertory, a program. But if you're solo, that's the advantage of being by yourself. And in quarantine, that's I got all the freedom and all the time I want. So let's see who is online. I see many friends here sending me messages. Hi, Quinton. Yes, I got purple disco light. That's true. To be honest, I needed to buy something for this setup, and I did it on an online music shop, and then I had the choice between either pay shipping costs or add one item. And then I saw these lamps, and I thought, hey, why not? You know, let's put it here. Why not? And make it a little bit more like a discotheque. Maybe it's the 70s. I don't know, 70s atmosphere. Hello, Herman, all the way from South Africa. Thank you for tuning in. Bert, hi, Jon, Marco, hi, good to see you here. Hi, Ellen, hi, Hans. Yeah, so again, a lot of people here tonight. So I have okay, before I continue with talking about the setup, and I want to also say something about referring to the piano lesson yesterday. Let me first say this. So tomorrow, I'm going to do something, at least for me, something new with the live stream, and I'm going to invite a guest. I found a way with the software I'm using to invite someone else through Skype, but then you will see two screens with this guest. And this guest is going to be Sebastian Netta. He's very well old. He's a good friend. We studied together many years ago at the Hilversum Conservatory. He's from Münster in Germany. He's a fantastic drummer, but also a very innovative, a person with a lot of ideas. He has a beautiful portable wooden stage, which he can. It's like portable, like a caravan. He puts it behind the car, and then he puts it in nature areas in Germany, outdoors, and then people come in and watch concerts in the open air, surrounded by beautiful nature and birds. Great sound system, and that's a wonderful thing he has been doing now for a couple of years, and it's quite a big success in Germany, and he gets a lot of help from the cultural department there in order to, to bring people to the music in nature. I think even this summer, despite all the restrictions because in open space areas, maybe there will be some concerts. And another thing he did, and that's why I'm really going to invite him and to talk about this as well, is he found, as you probably know, plants, and I'm not talking crazy here. I didn't drink anything. I'm sober, but plants actually really communicate. I mean, Stevie Wonder has this beautiful album, Secret Life of Plants, and plants really, they transmit a lot of frequencies, and he found a way by connecting a sensor to the plants and then running it through the computer. The plants, they create sounds with beautiful effects, and I'm going to improvise to those sounds, and he'll explain in depth how he has done this. So tomorrow it's going to be like a first interview and this plant collaboration. And in fact, if you have any suggestions for people you think would be, or yourself, of course, to be interviewed, who I can bring here on the live stream and communicate with, I would love to do this, because there were so many people with great ideas, great stories, and I like this live element. So if you know someone or you have something you want to share, and then I can, through Skype, I can bring you in the show and then do something. So that's also kind of a new experiment starting from tomorrow. So please tune in tomorrow for this planned improvisation. Then Sonny Kouplal, wonderful musician from Suriname, he asked me last night about the setup. So let me briefly say something about this. What I have here, this is my Roland FP4. It's a digital keyboard. I love this keyboard. Also because the touch, it has this really, it's this 88 keyboard, heavyweight touch, and I like this because if you're a pianist, I like this heavy touch. It has beautiful sounds, funny sounds like beautiful pets. And then also, like, for instance, this is a sound I love. I've played it before, like a. All kinds of stuff, but a lot of good electric pianos. So great keyboard. I bring it a lot when I'm playing concerts. I bring it with me a lot. And then here I've got this Korg R3 analog keyboard. It's similar to the Micro Korg, which is a lovely key. That's a fantastic keyboard. It has a vocoder, but what the Micro Korg has, it has very small keys, and I tried it, but I make a lot of mistakes with the chords. And then I found this one, which has regular size keys. That's why I have this one, and I program and all of that. Well, then this is my baby, my Yamaha C7, which I've been having for a long time now, and my good friend, absolute brilliant piano technician and a great friend, Danilo Cosucci. He's Italian, but he has been living here in the Netherlands for many years, has totally made it sound like I'm in love with the sound of this piano. Great deep bass, and I also don't like when the high notes are too sharp and he made them a little bit darker these. So if you're looking for an incredible piano technician, this is the man. And contact me, and I'll put you in touch. He's working for all the great pianists, both classical and in the jazz, like Brad Mehldau always invites him to work on his piano, and he toured with Herbie Hancock. So I'm talking about a serious technician here, and a wonderful person. And then I've got some piano mics. Well, they're like mics, dynamic mics. I run them through the mixer, and the mixer I send to the computer, and the computer connects to the live stream, and yeah, and that's what you hear. So, and then here I have one extra microphone for speaking, so you hear my voice clear. This is a regular, not inexpensive but great USB mic, which goes straight into your computer. You don't need additional software, and you can also connect it to your phone and all of that. So that's it. And then I have sometimes I use an older iPhone here to play the sounds, to play like backing tracks, and the camera there is a newer iPhone, which has the newer iPhones have great cameras, so that's what I use as a webcam. All right, so enough talking. Let me know if you have any questions, any requests. Oh, I see a lot of comments here. Let me go through the chats here. Ooh, many people online, or at least sending me messages. Please, sorry if I cannot answer everything. I'll try. Vivian, hey, nice to see you here. Reginald, thank you, dear Reginald. Reginald, he's here every night. He's actually a piano student of my girlfriend, who is a piano teacher. And he's asking me, so the rhythms, you mean that the sequence you heard like in the first song, he's asking me if I have recorded. No, not really, it's not on my albums. And the simple reason is that I play with great drummers on my albums, although this experiment with this keyboard using these sequencers is something I might record later. So because it kind of, I learned a lot from being by myself. I learned how to set up this live stream. I had no clue. I just figured it out through all the YouTube tutorials and asking a couple of friends and all of that. But and I'm learning so much. That's the advantage of this really strange period, that I'm learning a lot of new stuff. Also live streaming, talking to people in a different way, because I'm just talking into a camera which is staring at me, not faces who give a certain energy. So it's a great learning curve, this whole live stream thing. Yeah, the planned collaboration. Yeah, Quentin, please tune in tomorrow. Oh, if I ever have performed with Rosa Passos, no. That's what a dream. Rosa Passos is an incredible Brazilian vocalist. In fact, what I'm going to do, because I also sometimes play other people's music, of course, I'm going to, in a couple of days, I'm going to play a track from this amazing Brazilian artist, Rosa Passos. Actually, also she's doing some live streaming stuff on her Facebook channel, so Facebook page, so look her up. Hey, Adrian, thanks for being here. Wonderful trombone player and pianist from Australia. He lives in Switzerland. Hi, Sonny, thanks for tuning in. I was just explaining about the gear. So, and Dini, wonderful human being. She organizes a lot of concerts and does a lot for the Dutch music scene. She's here and she's writing in Dutch. Let me translate. Thanks for doing this. Way different than all this bad news about Corona. Yeah, of course. I mean, absolutely. Yeah, that's the idea, to send love and positive vibes, because I think in these difficult times, I think the main thing, the main ingredient, the main antidote to, is being positive. Stay positive in this whole ridiculous thing we're all going through. Staying positive is, I think, the best medicine, and is also very good for the immune system, I believe. Um, uh, yes, I will. Yes, Adrian, I got you. I got your joke. Hi, Trevor, watching from Toronto. Hey, that's nice. All the way from Canada. Thank you for tuning in. Um, and Adrian is asking, you're a born presenter, so relaxed. How do you do how do you do this? Well, look, you know, the thing is, if it comes to talking to the audience, let me say something about this before I play a song. And that's, I think that, you know, the music I play, the music, you know, is jazz, music related to jazz. It's not music for the millions. It's music for a niche audience. This is not very commercial music. And first of all, I don't mind about millions of people who don't get my music. And that's something I think for many jazz musicians it's the same. But I do embrace the thousands who love my music, because that's, you know, and can appreciate it, understand what I'm doing and all of that. But I also must say that um, um, talking to the audience, especially in a live situation, is extremely important, because there are a lot of people, I'm sure also now, you know, those of you who are watching, you might be very interested. You know, musicians is one thing, you know, they're always into this, obsessed with this music thing, but there's also an audience out there. I know a few people here who are so much appreciating what's going on, that musicians are doing this. And I think as a musician, an artist on stage, or in this case in the live stream, it's your responsibility to communicate with the audience and kind of explain what you're doing. If you're just playing kind of difficult music, abstract music, without explaining something, I think it's a pity, because, you know, because so many people are interested, but you have to provide them with information. Like, for instance, let me give you a quick example here. If I would play this, let's see, like, okay, so if you're a musician, especially probably if you're a drummer, even if you're a musician, you probably hear, oh, this is a 12/8 rhythm. But if I'm playing this for the audience or for people who just hear this rhythm, they might be attracted to it. But if I explain, well, this is a rhythm which I kind of picked up in West Africa, where a lot of rhythms, of course, originate from, and you start explaining that I was in Senegal, surrounded by all this beautiful music and all these beautiful people there. You know, if I start explaining before what's going on, then before I play, people already have a much better picture of what's going to happen, or at least they have more they can relate to something. And that's why I really learned. I used to be quite shy and introverted and only play or hardly say anything, and now I realize the more I communicate, it really, you know, it's out of respect for the audience, and also to take them to incorporate them even more in your musical journey, you know, to really take them on a ride. So thank you for saying this, Adrian. That's the reason I really like to explain a lot of stuff. Yeah. So let me play. Enough talking for now. Let me play something for you. The title. Oh, let me switch off the microphone. Otherwise, you're going to hear a lot of reverb, echo. You'll probably recognize this song. Otherwise, I'll tell you later. This was in the wee small hours of the morning. Um, I love to play this song. My favorite version is still the one, this Frank Sinatra one. That's so beautiful. It's also the name of the album, in the wee small hours of the morning, Frank Sinatra. I simply adore this tune. So yeah, let me check the comments here. Um, uh, Hi Astrid, thank you. Your live stream, and then accidentally you wrote your love stream, which I like. It's a nice typo. Helps me to stay positive in the present circumstances. Yeah, I don't know when you tuned in today, but that was exactly what I was saying before. You know, thank you for your kind words. Being positive is the main thing, in my opinion, in these circumstances, in these crazy times we're all going through. Um, 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 Hi, Patrick, Docky. Um, do you know something from Joe? No, no. I don't know exactly. Hisaishi. No, I recently checked some of his music. I was actually quite intrigued by it, but I've never played it. So what I do, if you have any requests, write them down here in this chat. After the stream, I go through the chat and then I write down the request. Um, there is this request from Astrid actually pending for this Jobim song. I know I was busier. I'm busier than I thought I would be, but and I want to prepare it well because it's not an easy one. So yeah, let's see what else. Um, um, Adrian, thank you, Adrian. Thank you for also. Yeah, and Burton. Oh, that's nice, Bert. You mentioned her, and Burton was a totally underrated but amazing Dutch uh, jazz vocalist. I don't know. She passed away many years ago. I don't know exactly when, but I do know that she was like an amazing vocalist. It's someone. So her name sounds English, British, whatever, American, but she was actually Dutch. Really amazing. Anne Burton. Yeah. Wow. Thanks for bringing that up. It's yeah. So again, for those of you who tune in a little bit later, tomorrow will be this. I'll have a guest here for the first time on two screens and doing a live interview and live playing on a great project he has. His name is Sebastian Netta from Germany. Great drummer, but also doing something with plants. He found a way. He puts a sensor on plants because plants send out a lot of frequencies, and then he processes it through the computer, and amazing sounds come out. I'm going to improvise to these sounds, and he's going to explain about it and also other great stuff he's doing. He's a great musician and a person with a lot of great ideas. So let me play one more for you here, and I'm going to use Adrian. I still have to look into the iReal Pro backing tracks, so I'm still going to use this one here. Backing Tracks is a YouTube channel. I think it's pretty good, especially for musicians being at home and you want to practice with a good rhythm section, reasonable rhythm section. I think it's pretty good. This is the one to go with. It's it's called Backing Tracks, and the advantage is also if you're a pianist, there are many versions without piano, only bass and drums, which makes it really nice for pianists to practice. And again, nothing comes close to playing with your own people, with your own favorite bassist and drummer or whoever. But of course, this is a good alternative for being at home. And yeah, I know there's another one too. It's called iReal Pro. You can program it as you like, but this one, well, I'm gonna play this song for you. And again, I've said it many times, I would really appreciate if you would share this stream when you're on Facebook. Please share it. Then it reaches a lot of people, and I really appreciate it because I'm getting so many good response on this, and it's nice to you are the guys who can spread it for me even more. Okay, let me play this song for you by Monk. So this was I'm in You by Thelonious Monk. And then I used his backing tracks, and then the commercial started on YouTube. Sorry about that. And then I felt like playing some more, and then I went into Take the A Train. Okay, so let me check the chats here. Um, yeah. I mean, hi Carmen, how are you? From Italy, but you're in Austria, right? You're in Graz. Hey Masha, good to see you here. Um, Hello Harold, thank you. Hans is asking, Hans is saying, the treatment of Take the A Train would be a good subject for Monday's class. Yes, that's a good idea. I mean, I'm not a great stride piano player, but I know a little bit, and I think a lot of pianists would be interested. So that's very good topic. Thank you, Hans. I'm going to do this. Yeah, great idea. So again, before I close, I'm here every night, 10 p.m. I'll be here again tomorrow. Send me your request. Tomorrow I'll do an interview with a very interesting friend from Germany. And please share this. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. You can also listen to most of my music on Spotify. And well, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Love you all. Keep healthy. Keep safe. Take care of other people. And hopefully see you soon. Good night.